This is not a coincidence. God is confirming right now that your new home and $1 billion level blessing are already being prepared for you in the spiritual realm. If you are listening to this message, it's because heaven has chosen this exact moment to speak directly into your life. Something shifted in the last 24 hours. A prophetic alignment has taken place, and what was delayed is now being released. But here's what you must understand. If you ignore this message, you may miss the very instruction that activates your breakthrough, and the enemy knows this. That's why distractions, doubts, and fear have been surrounding you lately. Stay with me until the end, because there is a specific moment in this message where a divine activation will take place, and that is when everything begins to change for you. Before we continue, I need you to do something prophetic right now. Type in the comments, "I receive my new home and my blessing." This is not just a comment, it is your declaration of faith. The Lord says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This message is that plan being revealed, and what is about to happen next will surprise you. Right now, I need you to understand something very clearly. You were led here. This is not random. This is not just another video. This is a divine appointment orchestrated by God Himself. Out of millions of messages, millions of voices, and endless distractions, you are here, listening to this exact message at this exact time. That is not luck. That is divine precision. God is saying, "I have been trying to get your attention." For weeks, maybe even months, you've been feeling something shifting inside you. A sense that something is about to change. A quiet voice telling you not to give up. A deep knowing that your current situation is not your final destination. That feeling is not your imagination. It is the Spirit of God preparing you. The Bible says in Isaiah 55:8-9, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." What you thought was a delay was actually divine positioning. You may have asked yourself, why is everything taking so long? Why do doors keep closing? Why do I feel stuck? But what you couldn't see is that every closed door was protection. Every delay was alignment. Every struggle was preparation. God had to build your character before releasing your blessing. Because the blessing that is coming into your life is not small. It is not temporary. It is not ordinary. It is something that will shift your entire reality, your finances, your living situation, your peace, your legacy. Your new home is not just a physical place. It represents stability, safety, restoration, a fresh start. And the $1 billion blessing is not just about money, it's about access, influence, overflow, opportunities that you never imagined possible. But here is what most people don't understand. Before every major blessing, there is a moment of confirmation, and this is yours. God is confirming right now, you are chosen, you are not forgotten. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The enemy has been trying to convince you otherwise. He whispered lies like, "You're too late. It's not going to happen. You don't deserve it." But those are lies. John 10:10 says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." Do you see the difference? The enemy brings fear. God brings fullness. And right now, God is restoring what was taken from you. That opportunity you lost, that financial struggle you faced, that door that closed. God is not just giving it back, He is multiplying it. But listen carefully. This is the moment where your faith must rise, because what happens next depends on your response. If you receive this message with doubt, you delay your breakthrough. But if you receive it with faith, you accelerate it. So I want you to do something powerful right now. Type in the comments, "I believe this is for me." This is not about the algorithm. This is about alignment. When you declare it, you are coming into agreement with what heaven is already saying about you. And as you do that, something begins to shift, not just around you, but within you. Because faith is the key that unlocks what God has already prepared. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see." You may not see the house yet. You may not see the money yet. You may not see the opportunity yet. but it already exists in the spiritual realm. And God is saying, it's yours. But don't leave yet, because in the next chapter, I'm going to reveal why everything has been delayed, and why that delay was actually necessary for what is coming into your life. And when you understand this, everything will make sense. Something has changed, and it didn't happen by chance. In the spiritual realm, there are moments when heaven moves in a way that alters everything on earth, and today is one of those moments. Right now, as you are listening to this message, there has been a divine shift, a prophetic realignment that has taken place specifically concerning your life. This is not symbolic. This is not emotional. This is spiritual law in motion. God is saying, what was held back is now being released. For a long time, it may have felt like you were pushing against an invisible wall. No matter how hard you tried, things didn't move. Finances stayed tight. Opportunities didn't open. Peace felt distant. But what you couldn't see is that there were spiritual battles happening behind the scenes. Daniel 10:12-13 reveals something powerful. It says that from the moment Daniel prayed, God answered. But the answer was delayed because of spiritual resistance. Let that sink in. Your prayers were heard the moment you spoke them. But there were forces trying to delay what God had already approved. And now, that resistance has been broken. This is why you've been feeling restless lately. This is why your spirit has been unsettled. This is why things around you have felt strange, like something is about to happen. Because something is about to happen, you are stepping into a moment of release, a moment where doors that refused to open will suddenly open, a moment where opportunities that didn't exist will appear, a moment where provision will come from unexpected places. But here is the key. You must recognize the shift. Many people miss their breakthrough not because God didn't move, but because they didn't discern the moment. They stayed stuck in the mindset of delay, even when God had already released acceleration. Don't let that be you. Right now, I want you to align your spirit with what God is doing. Type in the comments, I align with this shift. This is not just engagement, this is agreement. Because when you agree with heaven, you position yourself to receive what heaven has released. The Lord says in Ecclesiastes 3:1, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Your season has changed. You are no longer in the season of waiting. You are stepping into the season of receiving. And that includes your new home. That includes your financial breakthrough. That includes the restoration of everything that was delayed. But listen carefully. The enemy knows your season has changed too. And he is making one last attempt to keep you from stepping into it. He will try to bring doubt. He will try to remind you of your past failures. He will try to make you feel unworthy. But this is his final attempt, because once you fully step into this new season, he loses access to what God is about to give you. This is why you must stay spiritually alert. Do not entertain negative thoughts. Do not agree with fear. Do not speak words of defeat. Because in this season, your words carry power. Proverbs 18:21 says, the tongue has the power of life and death. What you speak now matters more than ever. So instead of saying, I don't know if this will happen, say, God is already making a way for me. Instead of saying, I've been waiting too long, say, my time has come, because it has. And something else is happening right now that you need to understand. There is a divine transfer taking place, a transfer of favor, a transfer of opportunity, a transfer of resources. What others rejected is being redirected to you. What others lost is being reassigned to you. What was delayed is being multiplied before it reaches you. This is why the blessing is being described as billion-dollar, because it's not limited, it's overflow. It's abundance beyond what you asked for. Ephesians 3:20 says, now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. That is what God is doing right now. More than you imagined, more than you expected, more than you thought was possible. But here's the question. Will you receive it, or will you hesitate? Because hesitation is one of the enemy's greatest tools. He doesn't need to stop you completely. He just needs to delay your response. And delay can cost you the moment. That's why I need you to do something right now. Declare it boldly. I receive it now. Say it with conviction, because your declaration is activating your alignment, and your alignment is positioning you for your miracle. Stay with me, because in the next chapter I'm going to reveal why everything in your life felt delayed for so long, and why that delay was actually necessary for the magnitude of what is about to be released into your hands. And when you understand this truth, you will never question God's timing again. For a long time, you've been asking God the same question. Why is it taking so long? You prayed, you believed, you waited, and still, nothing seemed to move. Doors closed, plans failed, opportunities slipped through your hands. And if you're honest, there were moments when you felt forgotten, moments when you wondered if God was really listening. But today, God is answering you. He is saying, you were never denied, you were being prepared. There is a difference between delay and denial. Denial means it's not yours. Delay means it is yours, but it's not time yet. And what God is about to give you is so big, so life-changing, that you could not have handled it before. If He had given it to you earlier, it would have overwhelmed you. It would have slipped through your hands. It would have been destroyed by the very things He was trying to remove from your life. So instead of releasing the blessing too soon, He worked on you. He strengthened you. He refined you. Isaiah 48:10 says, I have refined you, though not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction. That season you went through, that pain, that confusion, that waiting, that was your refining process. God was removing fear from you. He was removing dependence on people. He was breaking cycles that would have sabotaged your future. Because where you are going requires a different version of you, a stronger you, a wiser you, a more spiritually aligned you, and that takes time. But let me tell you something powerful. The longer the preparation, the greater the release. Joseph waited years in prison before stepping into the palace. David was anointed king long before he ever sat on the throne. Abraham waited decades before receiving the promise. And now, it's your turn. You were in your preparation season, but that season is ending. Right now, I want you to do something. Type in the comments, my delay is over. Say it with authority, because you are not in that place anymore. You are crossing over. And here's something most people don't understand. Your delay also protected you from things you couldn't see. There were people who would have misused your blessing. There were opportunities that looked good, but would have destroyed you. There were paths that seemed right, but would have led to loss. So God closed those doors, not to punish you, but to protect you. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. You didn't understand it then, but now it's starting to make sense. Everything that didn't work out was actually working for you. Romans 8:28 confirms it. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. All things. Not some things. Not only the good things. All things. That rejection, working for you. That delay, working for you. That struggle, working for you. Because it was positioning you for something greater. And that greater is what is being released now. But listen carefully. There is one more reason for your delay that you need to understand. Timing. God operates on divine timing, not human timing. And when the time is right, everything aligns at once. People, resources, opportunities, favor. It doesn't happen slowly. It happens suddenly. One call can change your life. One opportunity can shift your entire reality. One moment can unlock everything you've been waiting for. And that moment is closer than you think. This is why you've been feeling that pressure lately, that tension, that sense that something is about to break open. Because it is. You are at the edge of your breakthrough. But here's the warning. Don't let frustration turn into doubt now. You've come too far. You've endured too much. You've grown too much to lose it all at the final moment. The enemy will try one last time to make you give up. He will whisper, "It's not happening. You waited for nothing. Just let it go." But those are lies. Because if he can get you to quit now, you will walk away right before the door opens, and you are too close for that. So I need you to stand firm, hold your faith, stay aligned, and declare this right now. I will not give up, because what is coming will make every delay worth it. Stay with me, because in the next chapter, I'm going to expose the enemy's final attempt to stop your blessing. And once you see it clearly, it will lose all power over you. Right now, something crucial está acontecendo ao seu redor. E você precisa entender isso antes que seja tarde demais. Porque no momento em que Deus decide liberar uma grande bênção, o inimigo também se move. Não para vencer você, mas para tentar te fazer desistir antes de você receber. E é exatamente isso que está acontecendo agora. Deus está dizendo: o que você está enfrentando neste momento é o último ataque antes da sua vitória. Pense bem, nos últimos dias, ou até semanas, algo tem sido diferente. Talvez você tenha sentido um peso inexplicável. Talvez pensamentos negativos tenham surgido do nada. Talvez situações tenham começado a dar errado ao mesmo tempo. Discussões, desânimo, medo, insegurança. Como se tudo estivesse tentando te puxar para trás. Isso não é coincidência. Isso é resistência espiritual. 1 Pedro 5:8 diz: o diabo anda ao redor como um leão, procurando a quem possa devorar. Mas aqui está o detalhe que muda tudo. Ele só pode devorar quem se entrega ao medo. Ele só pode parar quem decide parar. E você não chegou até aqui para desistir agora. Porque o que está à sua frente é maior do que qualquer ataque contra você. O inimigo sabe disso. Ele sabe que sua nova casa está mais perto do que nunca. Ele sabe que sua provisão financeira já foi liberada no mundo espiritual. Ele sabe que portas estão prestes a se abrir. E é por isso que ele está intensificando os ataques. Mas ouça isso com atenção. Se a batalha aumentou, é porque a vitória está próxima. Davi enfrentou Golias logo antes de se tornar reconhecido. Jesus foi tentado no deserto antes de iniciar seu ministério. E você está sendo pressionado porque algo está prestes a nascer na sua vida. Mas existe um erro que muitas pessoas cometem nesse momento. Elas interpretam a batalha como um sinal de que algo está errado, quando, na verdade, é o sinal de que algo está prestes a dar certo. Por isso, não entre em acordo com o que você está sentindo. Entre em acordo com o que Deus está dizendo. Mesmo que tudo pareça contrário, declare: Deus está no controle da minha vida. Agora eu quero que você faça algo profético. Digite nos comentários: No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Isso está em Isaías 54:17. E não é apenas uma frase bonita, é uma arma espiritual. Quando você declara isso, você está anulando o ataque antes mesmo que ele se complete. Mas há algo ainda mais profundo que você precisa entender. O inimigo não está apenas tentando te atacar. Ele está tentando te distrair. Porque se ele não pode parar o que Deus já decretou, ele tenta fazer você perder o foco. Ele usa cansaço, preocupações, problemas pequenos que parecem grandes, pensamentos repetitivos, tudo para tirar sua atenção do que Deus está fazendo. Mas hoje, você está despertando. Você está vendo claramente. E a partir deste momento, você não será mais manipulado por essas distrações. Você vai se posicionar. Efésios 6:11 diz: Revesti-vos de toda a armadura de Deus para poderdes ficar firmes contra as ciladas do diabo. E o que isso significa na prática? Significa proteger sua mente com a verdade, fortalecer sua fé diariamente, controlar suas palavras e permanecer firme, mesmo quando não vê resultados imediatos, porque o invisível está trabalhando a seu favor. E aqui está algo que você precisa guardar no seu coração. O ataque que você está enfrentando não é um sinal de fracasso, é um sinal de seleção. Você foi escolhido para receber algo grande, algo raro, algo que nem todos estão preparados para carregar. E por isso, você está sendo testado, mas não para te derrubar, para te aprovar. Então não recue, não duvide, não desista, porque o que está prestes a acontecer vai silenciar toda voz contrária e vai provar que Deus nunca te abandonou. Agora declare com fé: Eu não vou parar, porque você está a um passo da virada. E no próximo capítulo, eu vou te mostrar o sinal que você precisa reconhecer para saber que sua bênção já começou a se manifestar. E quando você identificar esse sinal, nada mais vai abalar sua fé. Pay very close attention now, because what I'm about to reveal can change everything for you. There is a sign, a spiritual confirmation, that your blessing has already begun to manifest. And most people miss it. They are so focused on what they don't have yet, that they fail to recognize what God has already started. But not you, not anymore. Because God is opening your eyes right now. The Lord is saying, I have already begun the process. The evidence is around you. But what is this sign? It's not always something big. It's not always obvious. In fact, it often starts small. A feeling, a shift in your spirit, an unexplainable peace in the middle of chaos. A sudden sense that something is about to happen. Have you felt that? That quiet certainty that your life is about to change? That is not your imagination. That is the Holy Spirit confirming what heaven has already released. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This peace is your first sign, even when things don't make sense. Even when the situation hasn't changed yet, you feel calm, you feel expectant, you feel ready. And that is because something has already shifted in the spiritual realm. But there's another sign. Things around you may feel unstable. Situations may seem like they're falling apart. Plans may suddenly change. And at first, it might look like things are getting worse. But listen carefully. Sometimes things must fall apart to make room for what God is about to build. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Do you perceive it? Because it's happening right now." God is removing what no longer aligns with your next level. He is clearing space. He is rearranging your environment. He is disconnecting you from things that would block your blessing. And yes, that process can feel uncomfortable, but it is necessary, because your new home, your financial breakthrough, your billion-dollar blessing cannot fit into your old life. So God is making space. And here is another powerful sign you must not ignore. You are hearing messages like this over and over again, in different ways, from different places, but with the same core message. Something is coming. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. God repeats what he wants you to pay attention to. Job 33:14 says, "For God does speak, now one way, now another, though no one perceives it. But now you perceive it, now you understand, now you are aware." And awareness is the beginning of manifestation, because once you recognize what God is doing, you can align with it, and alignment accelerates everything. So I want you to do something right now. This is important. Type in the comments, "I see the sign," because when you declare it, you are confirming that you are spiritually awake, that you are not blind to what God is doing, that you are ready to receive. And as you do that, something inside you will shift even more. Your faith will rise, your expectation will grow, and your connection with God will deepen. But listen carefully. There is also a warning here, because just as God gives signs, the enemy tries to create confusion. He will try to make you doubt what you're feeling. He will say, "It's just coincidence. You're imagining things." Don't get your hopes up. But don't listen, because doubt is the enemy's final weapon. If he can't stop the blessing, he tries to stop your belief in it. And if he can stop your belief, he can delay your reception. But that will not happen to you, not today, because you are choosing faith. You are choosing to believe. You are choosing to align with God's promise. Hebrews 10:23 says, "Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful." God is faithful. If he said it, he will do it. If he promised it, he will fulfill it. And right now, he is fulfilling something in your life, something that will change your story. But don't leave yet, because in the next chapter, I'm going to reveal God's promise about your new home and what he has specifically prepared for you. And when you hear this, you will understand why everything had to happen exactly the way it did. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath, because what I'm about to reveal is not just a hope, it is a promise. And when God makes a promise, He does not fail. The Lord is speaking directly to you in this moment. I am preparing a place for you. This is not just about a house made of walls and a roof. This is about a place of peace, a place of safety, a place where your spirit will finally rest. For too long, you have felt unstable, like things were uncertain, like you were always trying to figure it out. But God is saying, that season is ending. John 14:2 says, "In my Father's house are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you." Do you understand what that means? God doesn't just give randomly. He prepares. He plans. He designs every detail. And right now, He has been preparing something specifically for you. A place that matches your calling. A place that aligns with your purpose. A place where blessings will flow freely. But here is what you need to understand. This new home is also spiritual. It represents a new level in your life, a new season, a new identity. You are not going back to who you were. You are stepping into who God created you to be. And that requires a new environment, because your old environment cannot support your new blessing. That's why things have felt uncomfortable lately. That's why certain places no longer feel right. That's why some relationships feel distant. Because you are transitioning. You are being moved, not just physically, but spiritually. Psalm 23:6 says, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Notice that word, dwell. It means to live, to remain, to be established. God is not just giving you something temporary, He is establishing you. And when God establishes something, no one can remove it. Now I want you to do something powerful. Type in the comments, "My home is prepared by God," because when you declare this, you are aligning with His promise. And that alignment activates manifestation. But listen carefully. There is something else happening that you may not realize. God is not just preparing the home. He is preparing you for the home. Because the place you are going requires a different mindset. A mindset of peace, not fear. A mindset of abundance, not lack. A mindset of faith, not doubt. And this is where many people miss their blessing. They receive the opportunity, but they don't have the mindset to sustain it. So they lose it. But that will not happen to you, because God has been working on your heart. He has been teaching you patience. He has been strengthening your faith. He has been building your trust in Him. And now, you are ready. Ready to receive. Ready to sustain. Ready to grow. But there is still one thing you must do. You must believe that you are worthy of it. Because sometimes the biggest barrier is not external. It's internal. Thoughts like, "I don't deserve this. It's too big for me. What if I lose it?" Those thoughts are not from God. They are from fear. And fear will try to disqualify you from what God has already qualified you for. But today, that ends. You are not receiving this blessing because you are perfect. You are receiving it because God is faithful. Deuteronomy 7:9 says, "Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God, keeping His covenant." God keeps His promises. Even when you doubt, even when you struggle, even when you don't feel ready, He remains faithful. So stop questioning and start receiving, because your new home is not a possibility. It is a certainty. It is already yours in the spiritual realm, and it is making its way into your physical reality. Now declare this with faith. I receive my home with gratitude. Feel that. Believe that. Because something is shifting even now. And as you continue listening, the clarity will increase. The confirmation will grow. And the manifestation will accelerate. Stay with me, because in the next chapter, I'm going to reveal what this billion-dollar blessing truly means, and why it is far greater than you think. And when you understand it, your expectation will explode. Now, take a moment and truly focus, because what you are about to understand will completely transform the way you see your life, your future, and your connection with God. When you heard the phrase billion-dollar blessing, maybe part of you thought, is this really about money? And the answer is, yes, but not only money. Because what God is about to release into your life is not limited to a number. It is a level, a dimension of abundance that goes far beyond what you have experienced until now. God is saying, I am not just increasing you, I am elevating you. This is not about small progress. This is about a shift in status, a shift in access, a shift in favor. Deuteronomy 8:18 says, "But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." Do you see that? God doesn't just give money, He gives the ability to create it. He gives ideas, connections, opportunities, strategies, doors that no one else can open. That is the true meaning of a billion-dollar blessing. It's not just provision, it's multiplication. And this is where your life begins to change in ways you never imagined. Because instead of struggling, you begin to flow. Instead of chasing, opportunities begin to come to you. Instead of barely having enough, you begin to have more than enough. Overflow. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." Running over. That is what is coming. But here is something very important you need to understand. This level of blessing requires alignment, because abundance without alignment becomes loss. God is not just giving you more. He is positioning you to manage more, to steward more, to multiply more. And that is why your mindset had to change first. That is why your faith had to grow. That is why your character had to be refined. Because where you are going is not a place for fear. It is a place for authority. Now listen carefully. There are 3 dimensions of this blessing that are being activated in your life right now. First, financial overflow, unexpected income, new sources of revenue, debts being removed, doors opening in areas that were once blocked. Second, divine opportunities, connections with the right people, access to places you never thought you would reach, favor in situations where you should not have had it. Third, generational impact. This is not just about you. This is about your family, your legacy, your future generations benefiting from what God is starting now. Proverbs 13:22 says, "A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children." That means what God is doing will go beyond your lifetime. This is bigger than you think. But here is the key. You must receive it without fear. Because sometimes when something too big appears, people shrink. They doubt, they hesitate, they say, "This is too much for me." But that is not your response. Your response is faith. So right now, I want you to declare this: I am ready for overflow. Type it in the comments, say it out loud, believe it, because readiness activates reception, and reception activates manifestation. But there is also a warning here, because with great blessing comes great responsibility. You must stay connected to God. You must stay grounded. You must not allow pride, fear, or distraction to take over. Because the same God who gives is the one who sustains. John 15:5 says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. Apart from me, you can do nothing." Never disconnect from the source, no matter how much you receive. Because your strength, your wisdom, your provision, all come from Him. Now feel this moment. Something is opening. Something is shifting. Something is expanding inside you. That is not emotion. That is activation. God is expanding your capacity to receive. And what is coming next will require that expansion. Because the doors that are about to open will not be small. They will be life-changing. But don't move ahead yet. Because in the next chapter, I'm going to reveal the hidden door that is about to open in your life, and how to recognize it when it appears. And when you see it, you must be ready, because it may come in a way you don't expect. Now listen very carefully, because what I'm about to reveal is something most people never recognize, until it's too late. God is about to open a door in your life. But here's the truth. It will not look the way you expect. That's why many people miss their breakthrough. They are waiting for something obvious, something dramatic, something undeniable. But God often moves in ways that test your discernment. Revelation 3:8 says, "See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." The door is already there. The question is, will you recognize it? Because this door may come disguised as something small, a simple conversation, an unexpected message, a sudden idea, an opportunity that doesn't look perfect at first. And if you're not spiritually alert, you might ignore it, you might delay it, you might even reject it. But this is not the time to hesitate. This is the time to discern, because this hidden door is connected to everything you've been praying for: your new home, your financial breakthrough, your billion-dollar blessing. It's all connected to one moment, one decision, one step of faith. But here's what makes this even more powerful. This door is already on its way to you. It's not something you need to chase. It's something that will come into your path. That's why lately you've been feeling this inner urgency, like you need to be ready, like something is about to happen. Because something is about to happen. God is aligning events, positioning people, arranging circumstances, so that at the right moment, everything connects. Isaiah 22:22 says, "What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open." This means, when this door appears, no one will be able to stop it. No delay, no interference, no blockage. But there is one thing that could still interfere: your hesitation. That moment when you overthink. That moment when fear speaks louder than faith. That moment when you say, "Maybe later," and miss the timing. But that will not be your story. Because right now, you are being prepared. Your awareness is increasing. Your sensitivity to God's voice is sharpening. And when that door appears, you will recognize it. Now I want you to do something powerful. Type in the comments, "I will recognize my door." Because this is a declaration of readiness. A declaration that you are alert, that you are not asleep spiritually, that you are paying attention. And as you declare this, you are positioning yourself for precision. But let me reveal something deeper. Sometimes the door God opens requires you to leave something behind. Comfort, familiarity, old habits, even certain people. And that's where many struggle, because they want the new blessing without leaving the old environment. But it doesn't work that way. You cannot step into a new level while holding on to what belongs to your past. Genesis 12:1 says, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you." God told Abraham to move before showing him the destination. That is faith, and that is what you are being called to do. To trust, even when you don't have all the details. To move, even when it feels uncertain. Because on the other side of that step is everything you've been waiting for. Now feel this. That opportunity you've been thinking about. That idea that keeps coming back. That situation that doesn't make sense yet. That might be it. That might be the door. So don't ignore it. Pray about it. Discern it. But don't delay it. Because timing matters. And God's timing is now. Now declare this with boldness. I step through my door by faith. Because when the moment comes, you will not hesitate. You will not doubt. You will move. And that movement will change everything. Stay with me. Because in the next chapter, I'm going to show you exactly what you must do right now to receive this blessing, and how to position yourself so nothing blocks what God is about to release. And this part is critical. Now, this is the moment where everything begins to shift in a practical way. Because it's not enough to hear the message. It's not enough to feel something. You must respond. God has already moved in the spiritual realm. But now, He is waiting for your alignment on earth. James 2:17 says, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." That means your breakthrough is not just about believing, it's about activating. So the question is, what must you do right now? I'm going to give you 4 prophetic actions that will position you to receive everything that has been released. and you must not ignore any of them. Chinu 1. Align your words immediately from this moment forward. Stop speaking doubt. Stop saying, I don't know if this will happen. Instead, declare, God is already making a way for me. Your words are not empty. They are spiritual signals. And right now, they are either aligning you or delaying you. Proverbs 18:21 says, Death and life are in the power of the tongue. So speak life, speak faith, speak victory. Agora faça isso. Digita nos comentários. I receive it now. 2. Remove negative agreements. There are thoughts you have been agreeing with that are not from God. Fear, doubt, limitation. And every time you agree with them, you slow down your manifestation. But today, you break that cycle. 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, Take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ. That means you don't accept every thought. You choose what stays. So when a negative thought comes, replace it immediately. I can't. God is able. It's too late. My time is now. 3. Take one step of faith. This is critical because the door we talked about requires movement. It may be something simple, making a call, sending a message, starting something you've been delaying. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be obedient. Because when you move, God moves with you. 4. Connect with the right spiritual source. Now listen carefully. This is where many people miss acceleration. God always provides guidance, but you must choose to stay connected. That's why I need to tell you this. There is something I've prepared for you. Something deeper. A spiritual tool that will guide you daily. To stay aligned with this blessing, it's called the Heavenly Wealth Transfer, 365 Days of Daily Decrees to Unlock God's Abundance. And today, I'm not offering this as a sale. I'm releasing it as a divine opportunity. Because I know some of you need daily guidance, daily activation, daily alignment. So listen carefully. For today only, I've made it available for you to rescue, not buy. Rescue. Because this is about your breakthrough. Just do this now. Click the first pinned comment and rescue your access. And if you feel led to go deeper, there are also exclusive member links, Link 1 and Link 2, where you can stay connected and receive continuous spiritual guidance. This is not obligation. This is alignment. Now come back here, because something is happening right now. As you listen, as you declare, as you align, you are stepping into a different frequency, a different level, a different reality, and God is responding. Jeremiah 33:3 says, Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. That is what is happening. God is revealing, God is releasing, God is activating. But here's the truth. This is only the beginning. Because in the next chapter, I'm going to show you the spiritual law of receiving and why some people receive instantly while others delay their miracle. And once you understand this, nothing will be able to stop what is coming to you. Now, we are entering a level of understanding that few people truly access. Because many believe in blessings, many pray, many ask God for breakthrough, but only a few actually receive. Why? Because there is a spiritual law at work, a law that determines whether something manifests quickly or gets delayed. And today, God is revealing this to you. The Lord is saying, I have already released it, but you must be in position to receive it. Think about that. The blessing is not the problem. The timing is not the problem. The question is, are you in alignment to receive? Mark 11:24 says, Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Notice this. Believe that you have received it, not you will receive. Not maybe one day, but already received. This is the law. Receiving begins in the spirit, before it appears in the physical. And this is where most people fail. They wait to see, before they believe. But God requires the opposite. You must believe, before you see. That is faith. Hebrews 11:1 says, Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So if you are still saying, I'll believe it when I see it, you are out of alignment. But when you say, "I already receive it," you activate manifestation. Now listen carefully. There are 3 keys to this law of receiving that you must apply immediately. 1. Receive without doubt. Doubt is the number 1 blocker. James 1:6-7 says, "But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt." Such a person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. That is strong. Doubt cancels reception. So from this moment, you must make a decision. No more wavering, no more maybe, only certainty. So declare this now. I receive without doubt. Type it in the comments. Lock it in your spirit. 2. Feel it before you see it. This is powerful because your emotions are part of your alignment. If you are asking for abundance, but feeling fear, you are sending mixed signals. But when you feel gratitude, peace, expectation, you are aligning fully. Philippians 4:6 says, "Present your requests to God with thanksgiving." Thanksgiving comes before the manifestation, so start thanking God now, even before it happens. Say, "Thank you for my new home. Thank you for my financial breakthrough." Feel it, because that feeling is activating it. 3. Stay consistent in alignment. This is where many lose it. They believe one day and doubt the next. They feel strong one moment and discouraged the next. That inconsistency creates delay, but you will remain steady. Because now you understand the law, you will stay aligned daily. And this is exactly why I need to remind you of something very important. You cannot maintain this level of alignment alone every day. You need guidance. You need reinforcement. You need daily activation. That's why I made something available for you. The Heavenly Wealth Transfer. 365 days of daily decrees to unlock God's abundance. This is not just a book. It's a daily spiritual system. A structure that keeps you aligned, day after day, without losing momentum. And today, you have access to it. But only for today. This is not permanent. This is a limited spiritual release. So do this now. Click the first pinned comment and rescue your access. Don't delay this, because delay can cost alignment, and alignment is everything right now. And if you feel that this message is speaking deeply to you, then take the next step. There are also link 1 and link 2 for becoming a member, where you will receive continuous guidance, deeper teachings, and ongoing spiritual support. This is not pressure. This is positioning. Now come back, because something is happening right now. Your understanding is expanding. Your faith is stabilizing. Your alignment is strengthening. And that means one thing. You are getting closer. Closer to your new home. Closer to your breakthrough. Closer to your billion-dollar blessing. But there is still something powerful ahead. Because in the next chapter, I'm going to reveal the exact moment your life will change and how to recognize it when it happens. And when that moment comes, you must be ready, because it will not wait. Now, stay very focused, because what I'm about to reveal is the moment everything begins to change. And most people miss it, not because it doesn't happen, but because they don't recognize it. God is saying, your moment is closer than you think, and it will come suddenly. Not slowly, not gradually, suddenly. Ecclesiastes 9:11 says, "Time and chance happen to them all." But in the spiritual realm, that chance is not random. It is divine timing, a moment prearranged by God, a moment where everything aligns at once. And when that moment comes, your life will not be the same again. But here's what you need to understand. This moment will not look like what you expect. It may come as a phone call you didn't plan, a conversation that changes everything, an opportunity that appears out of nowhere, a door opening where there was nothing before, and in that exact moment, you will feel it. A certainty, a clarity, a knowing deep inside you that says, this is it. That is the moment. That is the activation point. But here is where many fail. They hesitate, they overthink, they question, and in doing so, they delay what was meant to happen instantly. But that will not be your story, because right now, you are being prepared to recognize and respond. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." Not you, not people, God. And when He decides, nothing can stop it. Now listen carefully. There are 3 signs that this moment has arrived. 1. Unusual speed. Things that were slow suddenly move fast. Doors open quickly. Decisions happen rapidly. What took months now takes days, or even hours. That is a sign. Because when God accelerates, He removes delay completely. 2. Unexplainable favor. You receive help you didn't expect. People say yes when they could say no. Opportunities come without struggle. That is not luck. That is favor. 3. Inner certainty. Even if it doesn't make sense, you feel peace, confidence, clarity. That is the Holy Spirit confirming, move now. And when these 3 align, that is your moment. Now I want you to declare this: I will not miss my moment. Type it in the comments, because this is a commitment, a spiritual decision, that when your moment comes, you will move, you will act, you will receive. But listen, there is something else you must understand. Moments like this require preparation. Because if you are not ready internally, you can sabotage externally. That's why alignment is everything. And that's why I need to remind you again. You must stay spiritually prepared daily. You must stay connected. You must stay aligned. That is exactly why I released something for you. The Heavenly Wealth Transfer. 365 days of daily decrees to unlock God's abundance. This is not just content. It is preparation for your moment. It is what keeps your mind focused, your faith strong, and your spirit aligned. So when your moment comes, you don't hesitate. And today, you can access it. But this is important. It is only available for today. This is not something to postpone, because your moment will not wait. So do this now. Click the first pinned comment and rescue your access. Receive it as a gift. Use it as your daily alignment tool. And if you feel this message is truly for you, then go deeper. There are also link 1 and link 2 for becoming a member, where you will receive continuous prophetic guidance and spiritual strengthening. This is not pressure. This is preparation. Now feel this. Something is building. Something is aligning. Something is about to happen. And your moment is approaching. Stay with me, because in the next chapter, I will release a powerful prophetic declaration over your life. And this is where activation begins at a deeper level. This is where things shift. For real. Right now, I want you to stop for a moment. If you can, close your eyes. Because what is about to happen is not just words. This is a prophetic activation over your life. And I need you to receive it with your whole heart. The Lord is speaking over you right now. My child, the season of delay is broken. The season of struggle is ending. And the season of overflow is beginning. In the name of Jesus, I declare that every closed door in your life that was not from God is being permanently shut. And every door that God has ordained for you is opening now. Isaiah 45:2 says, I will go before you and will level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze and cut through bars of iron. Right now, every obstacle in your path is being removed. Every invisible resistance is being broken. Every spiritual blockage is being destroyed. I declare over your life, your new home is released. Your provision is released. Your peace is restored. Your mind is strengthened. Your faith is activated. And your future is secured in God. Now receive this. Every force that has been trying to delay your blessing is losing power at this very moment. Every lie of the enemy is being replaced with truth. Every fear is being replaced with faith. Every doubt is being replaced with certainty. 2 Corinthians 3:17 says, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And right now, freedom is entering your life. Freedom from lack. Freedom from fear. Freedom from limitation. You are not the same person anymore. You are stepping into a new identity. A person of authority. A person of favor. A person of abundance. Now I want you to do something powerful. Type in the comments, "It is done," because this is your agreement with heaven. This is your confirmation that you received this declaration. Now let me continue. I declare that unexpected blessings will locate you, that opportunities will find you, that doors will open without struggle, that favor will surround you like a shield. Psalm 5:12 says, "Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield." That is your reality now. Favor is surrounding you. Protection is covering you. Guidance is leading you. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Nothing will stop what God has already decreed. Nothing will reverse what God has already released. Nothing will block what God has already prepared. Now feel this moment. Something is shifting inside you. Something is being activated. This is not emotion. This is transformation. And from this moment forward, you will not walk the same. You will not think the same. You will not live the same. Because God is elevating you. But listen carefully. This activation must be sustained. Because what begins now must continue daily. And this is exactly why I need to remind you again. You cannot let this fire fade. You cannot let this alignment weaken. You need something to keep you anchored, to keep you aligned, to keep you moving forward every single day. That's why I prepared this for you. The Heavenly Wealth Transfer, 365 Days of Daily Decrees to Unlock God's Abundance. This is not just a book. It is your daily activation system. It is what keeps this declaration alive inside you. It is what strengthens your faith every day. And today, you can receive it. But listen carefully. This is only available for today. This is not something to delay, because what you do today will impact what manifests tomorrow. So, do this now. Click the first pinned comment and rescue your access. Receive it, use it, align with it, and if you feel called to go deeper. There are also Link 1 and Link 2 for becoming a member, where you will receive continuous prophetic guidance, deeper teachings, and ongoing spiritual strengthening. This is not pressure. This is protection. This is positioning. Now take a deep breath, because what has just been released over your life is real. It is active, and it is already working. Stay with me, because in the next chapter, I'm going to give you a serious warning, one that can determine whether you fully receive this blessing or delay it again. And you cannot ignore this part. Now listen very carefully, because this may be the most important part of this entire message. Up to this point, you've received confirmation. You've felt the shift. You've understood the process. You've been activated. But now comes the warning. And this is serious. God is saying, do not ignore what I am doing right now in your life, because there is something many people don't realize. Opportunities from God do not stay open forever. There is a window, a moment, a divine timing. And if that moment is ignored, it can be delayed again. Not canceled, but delayed. And you have not come this far to go back into another cycle of waiting. Hebrews 3:15 says, "Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts." Notice that word, today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because delay is one of the enemy's most subtle strategies. He doesn't need you to reject the blessing. He just needs you to postpone your response. He whispers, "You can do it later. Think about it more. Wait a little longer." And in that waiting, momentum is lost. Alignment weakens. Faith begins to fade. And what was ready to manifest gets pushed forward again. But that will not happen to you. Because right now, you are aware, you are awake, you are aligned, and you will respond. Now I need you to understand something deeper. What God is offering you right now is not just information. It is direction. It is instruction. It is activation. And instruction ignored leads to opportunity missed. James 1:22 says, "Do not merely listen to the word. Do what it says." So the question is not, did you hear this message? The question is, will you act on it? Because action is what separates those who receive from those who keep waiting. Now, feel this. This is your moment of decision. Not later, not someday. Now. And I want you to seal this decision. Type in the comments, "I will not delay." This is your commitment, your declaration, your alignment with divine timing. Duck go. But listen, there is one more thing you must not ignore. Because God has already given you tools to stay aligned, and if you neglect them, you weaken your own consistency. That's why this is so important. What was released to you today? The Heavenly Wealth Transfer. 365 days of daily decrees to unlock God's abundance is not something casual. It is part of your instruction. It is part of your alignment. It is part of your protection against delay. And today, you have access to it. But hear this clearly, this access is only available today. Not tomorrow, not later, today. And if you ignore it, you risk losing momentum. And right now, momentum is everything. So do not hesitate, do not overthink, do not delay. Click the first pinned comment and rescue your access now. Receive what God is placing in your hands. And if you feel this message is truly for you, then don't stop here. Take the next step. There are also link 1 and link 2 for becoming a member, where you will stay covered, guided, and strengthened continuously. This is not pressure. This is protection. This is positioning yourself so you don't fall back into delay. And now, feel this moment. You are at a crossroads. One path leads to hesitation. The other leads to activation. One leads to delay. The other leads to manifestation. And your decision determines your outcome. But I already know something about you. You didn't come this far to go back. You didn't stay through this message to ignore it now. You are ready. Ready to move, ready to receive, ready to step into what God has prepared. And in the next chapter, everything will be sealed, because I will guide you through a final activation prayer that will lock this blessing into your life. And this is where everything becomes real. This is it. This is the moment where everything is sealed. You didn't arrive here by accident. You didn't stay until now by coincidence. You were led, step by step, into this exact moment. And now, God is ready to finalize what He started. The Lord is saying, "What I promised you, I am now establishing in your life." This is the final revelation. Your blessing is not coming. It has already been released. What you are waiting to see is already moving toward you. Your new home is already being prepared in the physical. Your financial breakthrough is already being arranged behind the scenes. Your billion-dollar blessing is already in motion. Heaven is not waiting on you to qualify. Heaven is waiting on you to fully receive. And that is what we are about to do right now. The final activation, prayer. I want you to receive this with faith. If you can, place your hand over your heart and agree with these words. Heavenly Father, right now, in the name of Jesus, I receive everything you have prepared for me. I declare that every delay is broken, every blockage is removed, every closed door that is not from you is permanently shut, and every door that you have ordained is opening now. Lord, I receive my new home. I receive my provision. I receive my overflow. I receive my billion-dollar blessing, not with fear, but with faith, not with doubt, but with certainty. I declare that I am aligned with your will, aligned with your timing, aligned with your purpose. From this moment forward, I will not hesitate. I will not delay. I will not doubt. I will walk by faith. I will act with boldness, and I will receive what is already mine. In Jesus' name, amen. Now, take a deep breath, because something has shifted. Something has been sealed. Something has been activated. You are not leaving this message the same. You are leaving aligned, positioned, ready. Now do this final step. Type in the comments, "It is done. I receive everything." This is your final agreement, your spiritual confirmation, your activation. But listen carefully. What started here must continue, because consistency is what sustains manifestation. And that is why this is your moment to go deeper. You now have access to something that will guide you daily, strengthen your faith, and keep you aligned every single day. The Heavenly Wealth Transfer, 365 days of daily decrees to unlock God's abundance. This is not just a book. This is your daily connection with what was activated today, your daily reminder, your daily alignment. And today, you can receive it. But hear this clearly. This is only available today. This is not something to postpone. Because what you delay, you risk weakening. So do this now. Click the first pinned comment and rescue your access. Receive it as a gift. Use it daily. Stay aligned. And if you truly feel that this message was for you, then take the next step. There are also Link 1 and Link 2 for becoming a member, where you will receive continuous prophetic messages, deeper teachings, and ongoing spiritual guidance. This is not pressure. This is protection. This is positioning yourself to remain in the flow of what God has started. And now, one final thing. If this message touched your heart, if you felt something real, if you believe God spoke to you today, then don't keep this to yourself. Share this message, because someone else needs this confirmation. Someone else is waiting for this breakthrough, and through you, they can receive it. Stay in faith. Stay aligned, because what is coming will change everything, and it has already begun.